tells me my hair, I don't give a damn.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. He's looking at you, kid.
Goldfinger is arguably the greatest installment of the James Bond film series. First-time 007 director Guy Hamilton orchestrates a perfect symphony of action, firing on all cylinders. Novelist Ian Fleming's source material was brilliant to begin with, and the screenplay adapters did a phenomenal job with ample amounts of witty banter, engaging exposition, and a handful of well-executed twists. Truly, everything about this iteration of 007 is nearly perfect. Sean Connery is at the apex of his performance, perfectly balancing both sly and sophisticated.
I'm beginning to like you, Mr. Bond.
No. Call me James.
Fearing that the character of James Bond might be evolving into something too superhuman, Hamilton insisted that we begin seeing James Bond as a fallible human being.
Disciplined 007.
Still not a significant amount of character development to speak of, but at least we're getting closer. The antagonists, however, are continuing on a straight path towards unabashed two-dimensional villainy that's starting to teeter on absurd but hasn't quite crossed the threshold yet. We get the infamous odd job with a slightly silly hat trick, but that's no problem. We get to revel in one of the great puppet masters, Goldfinger, a man who, unlike other Bond foes, isn't interested in world domination, but rather simply getting as rich as possible by stabbing as many backs as he can. Now, the film wasn't without its faults. It completely failed to popularize the blue felt men's onesie, but in all seriousness, it did still grapple with the whole degrading misogyny thing. Though, to be fair, not all of the women in the movie were completely lacking in acuity.
I'm Mr. Goldfinger's personal pilot.
And just how personal is that?
I'm a damn good pilot.
And of course, what 007 film would be complete without the traditions? Gun barrel shot, title sequence, Moneypenny are all back. Bernard Lee is back as M, along with his trusty leather door. The famous Aston Martin gets its inaugural spin after a fantastic gadget briefing from the always remarkable Desmond Llewellyn.
Now, pay attention, please.
And of course, who could forget one of the greatest Bond motifs?
A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Now, I could seriously go on about this film for ages, so I'll just state that if there was one film that epitomizes the essence of espionage and perfectly captured the quintessence of Connery's character, it's Goldfinger.